corrupt to the core. And eventually, when Biafra gets its freedom, which it will do, whether you people want it or not, there were 679 male youths murdered by the military in Biafra land. In a Commonwealth country, you tell me any other Commonwealth country where nearly 700 people are murdered in 40 days and you don't broadcast it? Why? Why can you keep quiet? The atrocities that are happening there would not be allowed in any other country in the world. And yet you accept it because you're corrupt. You are corrupt to the core. And eventually, when Biafra gets its freedom, which it will do, whether you people want it or not, then the truth will come out and it will not look favourable on the UK. Because when the UK loses all its interests in Africa, which again it will do because the African countries are sick of being ruled by corrupt people. And the biggest corruption of all is from the UK. No two ways about it. And when the African countries are free, nobody will come to bail out the UK. I'm telling you now, because of everything you've done throughout the world. We say you can't rewrite history. No, you can't. Yes. But you can try and change the future. Yes. And you have no regard whatsoever for human life. It's as simple as that. Yes. You talk about Black Lives Matter. It matters nothing to you whatsoever. In fact, no lives matter to you as long as it doesn't affect the ruling of your resources which you're getting from the African countries. So, but we'll be back here. We'll be back here again, and we'll be back here until you listen and you allow Biafra a referendum and they will be free. God bless. All hail Biafra.
Yesterday, he said something that Nnamdi Kanu is a higher reality. When somebody said that somebody is a higher reality, that Nnamdi Kanu is stubborn and intelligent, and to an extent, Nigeria cannot be able to entertain him in their own court because Nnamdi Kanu have a clear understanding and broader view of what he is into and what is fighting for. And in the reality of it, the way he sees it, I'm quoting the entire corner that has been rescued from the case. So for him to have addressed Nnamdi Kanu as a higher reality, it means that Nnamdi Kanu is beyond what Nigerian Supreme Court or judgment can offer. She knew that Nnamdi Kanu has already defeated Nigeria in their own court. So, and Nigeria having gone through all these things and having thrown almost all the judges in Nigeria, nobody is interested to address Nnamdi Kanu's case until Nnamdi Kanu now called the attention of the Judicial Commission to look into it, where Tosho, of course, was being agreed to reassign. That, let me tell you clearly, they are working closely with the government, the way I'm seeing it, whether political solution or not, that does not matter. What matters is that Nnamdi Kanu has paid the price. What you are seeing there is one of the requirements of the United Nations. What I are seeing there is a very big and larger savior, broader savior to Nnamdi Kanu. And at the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu will bring an advancement to Biafran recognition all over the world. And that is the news, and that is the breaking news this morning, that the judge that has already been reassigned to Nnamdi Kanu has already issued a secret statement that I'm going to free these guys because he has nothing against anybody. There's no court that can try him. That Nnamdi Kanu can only go to ICC and be tried in ICC. And even at ICC, Nnamdi Kanu will still beat them completely. So I can tell you the depth of what the man is already saying. That the type of Nnamdi Kanu can only be tried in ICC, not in Nigeria courts. So that's what the picture, and that's what it means by a higher reality. Somebody that's of it, the Biafra acknowledge that Biafra is a reality, but the person that is driving is a higher reality. So we must understand what these people mean, and the recognition, the support that is coming from all over the world, the European Union, the AU, the statement made recently by the congressmen, and of course some Britain and American activists talking about how to save the Christians in Nigeria. And of course, because of what happened to one Sunday Jackson, where a certain court, the same court again, sentenced a man that will defend himself to death for defending himself. And these are the things they want to do in River State. These are the things they want to do in Nnamdi Kanu. But you can see Nnamdi Kanu's, confrontation. You understand? So that he busted outbursts. He confronted the demons. He called Nigerian judiciary a shrine. He called Nigerian judiciary a fraternity. He called Nigerian judiciary a court of Fulanis, a court of murderers. That is what it means. And that is how we came to a point whereby now everybody is going to step on the direction of how to liberate Christians. Nnamdi Kanu said this over the years, so many years ago. But the Fulanis are using, some Arab Yorubas to be caging people who are exposing the real secret. How come the Arab world? You can see what the Murik is saying in Southwest here. We don't want you. If you declare war, if this you want war, we'll give it to you. We want this kind of. See, it's going to be between Northern Muslims and Biafran Christians. As simple as that. Northern Muslims, that's Nigerian Muslims. What I mean by Northern Muslims, I mean Nigerian Muslims and Biafran Christians. And that is what the world is looking at. Consistently, the Christians have been murdered. Consistently, they are victims, of conquest. Consistently, I mean, everybody is looking at that. Russia, America, Israel, they are looking at that, and they're coming up with a plan gradually. If you look at the body language coming from the Republicans, the congressmen, the American government, and so far, you know definitely that the time for balkanization of Nigeria has come. And victory, and support, and recognition, immortalization is going to go to the man Binta Iyako described as a higher reality.
If you are watching again, kindly subscribe, on notifications, click the like button, and then share this video with others. Mr. Chinedu, we are looking at the fact that over the weekend, Vladimir Putin was met by some Biafra agitators. Is that a sign? Because we know how Russia is very powerful in the world. The US is talking, Israel is talking. Is that a sign that this Biafra is not a joke?
Yes, let me tell you, in 1885, where the British spy went and sold a dummy in Berlin, where they shared Africa, a British spy went and told the world that these people should not be allowed to exist. And that was what brought the attention and the wickedness of Igbos by the British. But now, nobody is going to sell that kind of dummy again, because everything has an expiring date. What we are seeing there is not beyond transactional approach and bilateral relationship that will be established very soon. Remember, Nigeria is struggling. Do you know why Tinubu is always in France? We know why he's always in France, because France is losing out completely from the Sahel nation, and it is only Nigeria that can come to the rescue. And we can see now to an extent that even why Macron approached Donald Trump on the issue of to turn down the Biafra recognition, Donald Trump refused in the White House. We saw it clearly. It's not a hidden thing. And Russia is coming into Africa too. China is coming into Africa, and they are seeing Biafra, as a major. Because if you look at this, what they published recently, they said the Igbos are the 4th richest tribe in the world.
4th
richest tribe in the world. 6th most traveled. Listen, you can go 6th most traveled all over the world. So what the world is targeting is the potential that is going to come from the synergy of Biafra joining BRICS among Sahel nations. I think that's where Vladimir Putin is looking at it very well, because Nigeria refused to, and they trying to make a deal, and this deal is connecting the whole world to the quest of recognition of Biafra as a sovereign nation. As simple as that. And then when you see, a calculative attempt by Simon Ekpa, Dr. Rabose, and so many of them, buying into the agenda and trying to attach Russian solidarity to Biafra recognition. That is why you are seeing those latest movements so far. And in celebration to what is to come. So, unfortunately, Tinubu felt disappointed that Macron was not able to convey and convince the American government on how to turn down completely the recognition of Biafra ahead. So, it is not something you are going to see, and now nobody can go to United States of America and begin to say, lobby, congressmen, they should turn down, nothing like Biafra, this and that. We are having people who are already telling the whole world they are coming for Nigeria because of the killing of Christians. You cannot continue. And most recently, the one that has gone viral is the issue of Sunday Jackson that is being discussed in the White House currently now. So all this thing is that Nigeria created it, and they continue to push for the world a recognition. The world is going to celebrate Biafra, and when Biafra come, I can tell you more than 80 countries of the world is going to endorse that recognition. There's no two ways about it.
Finally, did you ever think that Biafra will truly come? Are you optimistic?
I am.
What do you see?
Because it has been predicted in the Bible. Yes, you go to Daniel. Well, I told you that a kingdom is going to emerge from the Black Africa. It has not come. That kingdom has not come. They call it Prince. That kingdom has not come. So that when Tupac was singing, a lot of things, a lot of things, when people say it, we don't look at it from different angles. He said, my first will make sure all your kids don't grow. The fourth one there, is the remaining kingdom. We have had 3 kingdoms already existing. The 4th kingdom is going to come from Africa, and that 4th kingdom is Biafra. Biafra is going, the government of Biafra is going to be different from other system of government we are seeing. So when that kingdom emerges, of course, has been predicted in the Bible, that will align with the concept, the principles of God in heaven. Well, what's the principle? Thy kingdom do what? Come. And that's the concept of the first black Jewish nation in Africa.
Okay, God bless you much, Mr. Chinedu. Thank you for coming.
Again, they stormed Middle Belt yesterday, Benue preside, and kill a lot of people as it speaks now. 90 people have reportedly died on that single one. And the villagers now, they are running for safety. They are running to Biafra land for safety. But the problem is that even the Southeast, they are running for safety. Is it secured? Because since Nnamdi Kanu have been stopped not to communicate with Biafrans, it's as if that these Fulani now have the audacity to enter into the Biafra soil and raping women, kidnapping people, do all sorts of things. We can see over the week where the video that was trending like fire, where those women in Enugu were shouting about these Fulani bandits, raping them, killing their husbands, raping their daughters. To the extent that they are even using their stick on their women. And this is what we are saying, we are condemning it. That is no longer acceptable. If President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if the president is incapacitated to take care of the Middle Belt, let them tell us, so that we can set and defend ourselves. Enough of these shenanigans that these Fulani people are doing. And that's why a lot of people, we have joined our voice. So people say, you wrote and the court are declaring Biafra a terrorist organization. Why these people are committing this atrocity? These people are destroying different regions. You keep them. What is the federal government waiting for? What is the court waiting for? Are they not telling us the Fulani they are the owner of the court? Or could it be deleting a man who tried to defend himself? Coincidentally, the Fulani man died and they took the matter to court that they are sending the man death sentence? Are they telling us that Fulani are now the owners of Supreme Court? Is that what they are trying to say? We can no longer keep quiet. We will speak. Because you that kill, one day you too, you will die. Today, where is Ayo Adebanjo? He has gone to Mrs. Ancestor. Where is Edwin Clark? Edwin Clark has gone to meet his ancestor. Where is Dr. Kukpe? He has died and meet his ancestor. You that is interviewing me, even me, likewise one day, every one of us will go. This squad is like a marketplace. Everyone come to the market to come and buy. Once you are finished with what you came for, you are going. Fulani people that are also killing people and using it to joy, they will definitely die one day. But before somebody will cut your life short, you must do all your possible means to secure yourself. That's why I'm encouraging everybody. Try to defend yourself no matter what the case may be. Because the former president of this country, Buhari, has told Nigeria that the Fulani people that are doing all these atrocities, they are not Nigerians. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if these people are killing people from the middle belt, from southeast, from southwest here, they are not Nigerians. Why are you people shading them? Why? Why you allow foreigners to come and kill people in their land and nobody is talking? And that's what we are saying. That's no longer acceptable. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu do not think about 2027 elections and allow.
Why was Biafra not supported by any major countries during the Nigerian Civil War? On May 30th, 1967, Biafra declared independence from Nigeria, sparking a brutal civil war. But despite its struggle, no major world power officially backed Biafra. Why? First, Britain supported Nigeria. As Nigeria's former colonial ruler, Britain had economic and strategic interests, especially in oil-rich regions controlled by the Nigerian government. They supplied weapons, intelligence, and diplomatic backing to Lagos. Next, the Soviet Union and the United States both favored Nigeria. The Cold War was raging, but neither superpower wanted to risk their global influence over Biafra. The Soviets sent arms to Nigeria, while the U.S. maintained neutrality but refused to recognize Biafra. Even African nations turned their backs. The Organization of African Unity, OAU, saw Biafra's secession as a threat to African unity, fearing it could inspire other separatist movements. Only a few, like Tanzania, Gabon, and Ivory Coast, recognized Biafra. Biafra's only real support came through humanitarian aid and secret arms deals. France, Portugal, and Israel quietly sent weapons, but it wasn't enough to turn the tide. Meanwhile, Biafrans relied on foreign charities like the Red Cross for food and medicine. By January 1970, after years of starvation and war, Biafra was forced to surrender. Without strong international backing, its dream of independence was crushed.
But the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. Whatever President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime wants against Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu will get his freedom. I've said it. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Yoruba. He's fighting for the Middle Belt. He's fighting for the all ethnic groups in Nigeria. He's not only fighting for the Igbo. If Igbo get their referendum today, Oduduwa will get their own, and everybody will go. Are you telling me if Oduduwa get their republic, the Fulani can just invade their land and come and kill? Is it possible? Let them go to Ghana and kill people like that if they will not put them where they belong. Let them go to Cotonou and kill people like that. Some people say, like today's newspaper, what is this in Dele Momodu? If you have 30 million, there's no need of you to travel out of Nigeria. What is 30 million? Do you think everybody that is traveling to abroad is because of money? The answer is no. People have this money. So people are going because Nigeria is not more secure, kidnapping everywhere, killing everywhere. The food we consume now is now poisonous because many food that are being produced in this country, as I speak to you, they are poisonous. Nobody is checkmating anything. The NAFDAC are no longer doing their work. That's why Nigeria lifespan is decreasing every day because of what we consume. Are poisonous. So for Dele Momodu, you should not think that it is because of money. Everybody is jackpot to UK. There are people who God has blessed, who they feel that their life need to be secured with what they are eating. Traveling from the road from here to Abuja now, you are no longer safe. You have to pray for your life. So if you have 30 million and you are being kidnapped by Boko Haram, by a bandit, they are demanding 100 million. Where will you see the 70 million to complete it? To pay yourself? Or where are we now in this country where we see the youth of Afenifere was being kidnapped and they are demanding 100 million? Come on. If you are to be a politician, if you are to be a person who grown up in Nigeria that make that statement, I will take it, but not somebody like Dele Momodu. Dele Momodu has made his more money in UK. He cannot come and be advancing Nigeria. For goodness sake. So all these politicians should not be taken serious. They should not be taken serious. It's not the right position to address Nigeria on what to do. Is it by 30 million? What is 30 million? 30 million cannot buy you a good car in Nigeria. 30 million cannot build you a house. What is 30 million? 30 million is equivalent to $20,000. You say I get $20,000, you'll be okay? I have children to take to school. For goodness sake. So for me, I think Nigeria, we need to stand up and fight for our rights. Let's stop prolonging these evil days. Because these evil people need to push aside so that we'll take what belongs to us.
Samonipa account has been frozen, but we saw revelation that Samonipa has no bank account within Nigeria or in Africa. Anywhere, different land or government is also saying this. I don't know what you mean by frozen Nnamdi Kanu's account. What is Tinubu trying to push or understand that he is frozen Simon Ekpa's account, whereby Simon Ekpa has no account in Nigeria. What's your reaction to that?
All these things, they are propaganda. They just want to gather evidence to say that this is the reason why they declare IPOP is a terrorist organization. Money has been sponsored. Money has been sponsored by Boko Haram. People are sending money to him. All this thing we know is a tricks they are trying to play. But don't forget that there's no smoke without fire. The truth will come out. It can take time, but the truth will surely improve.
Okay. Do you see the removal of Fubara as another move by the Fulani to plant a Fulani governor in South?
It will not work. It will not work because none of them can remove Fubara. If you remove Fubara state, it's either you declare that state of emergency because nobody will sit there. And that's the problem. We're advancing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tell these people, settle this case amicably. Let them reserve their fight against 2027 election. Wike can go and engage themselves 2027 to know what they do. But trying to remove Fubara now is going to cause a lot of damage in River State. And from there, it can escalate and the country will be divided under the hand of Buhari. Tinubu, except Tinubu want to use River State to divide Nigeria. Except that. But if you don't want Nigeria to divide for now, let it allow peace to reign in River State.
How would you react to the movement of former president from Daura to just nowhere? Because a lot of Nigerians are wondering, can Nnamdi Kanu be true?
Yes, of course, the evil team men do go after them. Buhari orchestrated this insecurity we have in Nigeria. Because if you forget vividly, he told President Goodluck Jonathan that I will make your government ungovernable if you try to win the 2015 election. And this is what we are seeing today. The same Buhari, I quote, Buhari said that the Fulani that are doing this in are not Nigerian Fulanis, that they are Fulani from Burkina Faso, Buhari from Sahel. Who brought them? He brought them and the APC in 2015 to make sure that if there's any this thing, they will cause mayhem. But today they won the election, and maybe probably they refuse to settle the bargain they have with these boys. And this criminal element, they are moving from one place to another to kidnap people, to rape people, to make money. And that's what we are today. Thank God for his dear life. He's running for his dear life. That's why I say karma is free. Whatever you do, we come after you. And they are hunting after him. As a lot of people have said that the same people that will finish him. But we know because it's a bone of contention now that is thrown on the air that even the Buhari we are talking about, that Buhari is gone. That this one that is there is not the Buhari. Because we imagine that federal government will have laid these charges against Nnamdi Kanu, that why do you accuse former President Buhari that is dead while he's alive? But today, as I speak to you, federal government did not lay that cause. That means that Nnamdi Kanu is right.
Are you sensing Nnamdi Kanu freedom any moment from now, given that his case has been reassigned?
He's a freedom fighter. Probably God have hand in the Nnamdi Kanu case. He come out now, he's going to raise the flag, and they know what they are doing, and that's why they are not ready to release him. But once
is playing this, let me say, big brother role, because they are the brothers to the Igbos, and in solidarity to support Biafra, there was a much big protest recently in Tel Aviv, and you can see they were doing so that Benjamin will ask this: how far? Why are you doing it that way? Why are you holding that man? Apart from that, why are the Christians dying in their large number in Nigeria? Are you not trying to tell us that you are a member of Hamas? You are giving support to them? Already at United Nations Summit, you and your vice president were exonerating Hamas, attacking Israel, that Israel was committing genocide at Gaza. So this time, I think Israel have this, what it takes, at least to ask Nigeria how, to question Nigeria how. Because it's obvious that their stance in regard of what actually happened at Gaza, Shetima, Nigerian Vice President, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu indicated they are on the side of Gaza. So Israel has every right to side whosoever they want to side. And after all, they have actually discovered that we are part of them. I mean Biafra. So the protest is in solidarity for emancipation of the Prince of Africa, the first black Jewish state. That's Biafra. So what happened is a message they are sending to Aso Rock. They are sending message across from Middle East Europe to Nigeria to stop injustice, to stop violation of the right of Christians, to stop at least annihilating, dismantling, and depriving the Nigerian people most basic amenities, at least in this part of the world. Actually, you can see what Tinubu administration is doing. Tinubu administration is not doing well. People are suffering of hunger. People are dying of insecurity. Headers, the terrorists, are killing farmers, Sometimes they come into the city and they kill people and go back to the bush. And this is a message from Israel. Israel doesn't support anything terrorism. Likewise, USA. So the protest is just to actually send message to Tinubu that they actually know, they have they have knowledge of what is going on in Nigeria. That's a big one, a good one from Benjamin Netanyahu. And I would like to tell you that the relationship internationally, the international relationship between Israel and Biafra did not start today. Israel was on the land of Biafra in 1967 when the war broke out. Ojukwu actually made the announcement and Israel were fully in support of us. It was the Arab-Egyptian war with Israel that made Israel to forcefully, get back home in 1967 and start securing their Israeli land of Israel. That's the state of Israel. And the war, as it was ravaging there in Israel, Egypt and the Arabs fighting Israel. The Nigerian Biafra civil war was ravaging here in this part of the world. The Algerians, the Egyptians, the Chadians, the Niger, the British were busy here, fighting the Igbo man. That is the Jewish Biafra. Biafran state. They were busy. So because of the war or pogrom going on in the Middle East in the state of Israel, Israel did not have time for us. They did not have time at all. They were busy there pounding their enemies, their adversaries. While we are busy here slugging it out with Nigerian military clique led by Gowon. So that's the issue. That's the point. The agitation for Biafra, for Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is ongoing everywhere. I think it started in Tel Aviv. It's going to be so in Jerusalem. And across Ashkelon, across Israel, Ashkelon and the other parts of Europe. As I'm talking to you, I know that other part of Europe, they are preparing their own because you find out that IPOB is having the largest, dominance in Europe. Particularly Igbo migrants, they are in Greece, they are in Belgium, they are in Holland, they are in Austria, they are in Germany, many of them in Britain. They are in Bulgaria, Romania, they are in Russia, Kazakhstan, they are in Belarus, they are in Macedonia. The Igbos are in Nicosia, that is Malta. They are everywhere in Europe, and protest is going to erupt across the whole Europe. I tell you that this Tinubu, I'm telling you, he has no mind, but he's just claiming that he has mind. He first of all stole Obi's mandate. Igbo man is watching. Obi himself started sleeping. Secondly, arrested Nnamdi Kanu. No, not he. He was not the one. Nnamdi Kanu was set free by court. Instead of Tinubu allowing court rule to be, he's telling Nnamdi Kanu that it is the Igbos that are stopping him from going. All this chameleonic and unstable character of a Yoruba man. Tinubu doesn't know what he's saying. Nnamdi Kanu was set free by court 2 times. Tinubu administration could not let go. Then the other one, Buhari. So we are not children. Tinubu is not addressing fools. As he said that Yorubas are not slaves, that Emiloko too. We are not fools here too. So we know what is going on. We know all this. We know all this, my brother.
Thank you.